Hello, and welcome to I Need to Record a Video Before the Weekend. Today we've actually got a game in the monthly here from Stardekk and Finzent. Finzent playing 2nd New Zealand, and Stardekk playing Panzer Lehr, deploying very light in the opening here. Spitfire up north. Yeah, let's see what's bringing it down. Just 2 flamethrowers, MG42, Puma. Panzer gonna deal with the Panzer Lehr. More coming into the center here with the Puma, the 234, double Sturmpanias, Aufklärer, and the recon transport, actually. Another Panzer Lehr, Panzer 3, Marder 3, Gepard as well, Panzer 3H, and then up top, Panzer 3, Gelede, Panzer Grenadier, lots of flamethrowers and flame troops, Sturmpanias, and the Aufklärer there. Sniper, motorized rifles, field engineers, multiple field engineers, stack count coming in to rush in. Motorized rifles and the diggers with the Piat there. Sherman 3, Vickers HMG coming in. 6-pounder, field engineers in the Spandau. And then 6-pounder as well. Another Sherman up here. Wow. Having deployed, both players actually having deployed quite low here. The Spitfire actually trying to strafe down these autocars. But we'll get a very good position up in the north here. A solid position as at least as Stardekk has intended not to do anything with that. Wolf coming in at 2 stars actually shoots down the tank there, or the Spitfire there. And now the Puma, might actually get a... Oh no, it's just firing at the Vickers, but... Yeah. No doubt, anticipating the 2-star Pumas. No rush for this center hill here. We do actually have a fairly quiet game for the time being. Although I will say, a lot of Stardekk's forces are in the town here, so he's really got to make use of this before Finzent can capitulate or take advantage of the lack of Stardekk's troops down here. It is 12-12 for now, having managed to capture this flag in recompense for the one going down in the center here. But not really much going on. Gepard's getting into position. Panzer Grenadiers coming in. Aufklärer's moving up just to keep things spotted here. Give some valuable intelligence. Another sniper coming up from the looks of things. Gilda that's got return fire on as the Jagdpanzer comes out. Perfect count of the Sherman there, but 70-pounder will be expected from Finzent eventually, as some infantry engagements happen here. Oh, something. Because HMG does actually get strafed down by the Focke-Wulf there, as the Flamers engage with the field engineers. These field engineers are really not very good, especially against dedicated CQC troops like the flamethrowers. Panzer Grenadier not really in position to advance though, and these Sturmpanias are just holding things back for the time being. If those Panzer Grenadiers were one house over, they'd be able to mow down the field engineers there. Focke-Wulf coming in for that, though. Is going to miss, actually, so nothing big happening there. A very slow division here, Panzer Lehr. Lots of half-tracks and stuff like that. Still actually getting set up in the middle here, as the Focke-Wulf is finally going to get forced to fall back. A few more field engineers coming in. Aircrafts of force still moving forward. Puma has snuck around here. Likely just wants to cut off this reinforcement road. I have seen Gonzo use this before, so very, very good map awareness here of that kind of stuff. But generally, that's one of Stardekk's real strong points, is just finding new and inventive ways to use these maps and stuff like that. Flamethrower comes up just to temporarily take this flag back, but the Puma's dueling with a 57mm. And actually, yeah, it's going to have to fall back there as the 57 opens fire. Actually, it looks like it's opening fire at something else for the time being. Villa, though. Get some good shots in to here. We'll get some suppressant damage on to these field engineers. But it might be a waste of ammo, in my opinion, if you can't quite see anything. Panzer Lehr, good idea. Now finally going to get a target on the field engineers. And Stardekk's likely going to be looking for some kind of favorable engagement down there, as he brings in a mortar to slowly whittle things down. So, not really taking a lot of advantage, and Finzent definitely has managed to reinforce the town with quite a considerable amount of troops here. So, I'm not sure if it paid off to deploy that lightly. Puma's moved forward again, actually being smoked off here by the Flamwaffe just to kill this sniper. Bit of a bad move to just let that die, but not much you can do without moving the Sherman forward. And then the Puma still has a very dangerous gun. Only 100 mils of penetration, so at that kind of a range, Sherman can easily win the engagement, and is actually moving forward now. But the Puma does have the speed to just disengage, and you never know if there's an AT gun hiding around here, if this ridge is still under control. More gun ideas. Mortar is finally firing. Digger's Piet going to get pinned down there. Sturmpanier is finally going to move forward. They're kind of failing to keep those field engineers pinned down. But the Sturmpanier, oop, looks like it's put on hold position there as it doesn't quite hop into the church. Ooh, Panzer 3 though going to get engaged with the Sherman 3, and the Sherman 3 is just that aiming speed. My God, kind of remove some valuable veterancy there. He did get the Sturmpanier in the church, and now I would put this on return fire, despite the fact that it's one of the key frontline units of the area. Having that get shot at, or even shoot at anything, would be fairly fatal with all these troops here that would shoot at it, and it's likely providing great recon for now. But with the Panzer Lehr here, and the guerrilla backing it up, there's going to have to be some kind of heavier AT brought into here to counter that. I'll play up at the very north too. Sneaky recon there. He's brought it in at 0 star though, so guess better than no recon. But yeah, that's a big debate in and of itself whether or not to bring Aufklär in with veterancy or not. I have some great success with dual Aufklär, but then of course it's the age-old veterancy problem where you're just gonna run out of it super quick. Yeah, 6-pounder coming up here now. If it gets into this position, that Puma is going to have to be very, very careful, and will likely go down, which could open at least this flag to go down, and even potentially a push down here, as 25-pounders are also moving in for that. The opening fire. Looks like the 16-pounder did go down, or the 6-pounder, not 16. Which will now be able to fill in the Panzer IV to move back forward to cut off these reinforcing roads, which is really the key part with bringing these troops here. I would expect to see eventually a Panther or something, so you just have that much less of a risk. Ooh, Panzer 3 does go down to the 6-pounder here. Unfortunate there, but the 250-1 is being provided recon or radio from this Panzer 3, so it does have radio shot potentially. Might not actually, but is going to suppress those nonetheless. Another Panzer 4 coming up here. Again, very good against Shermans, but still have to be careful against 6-pounders. Panzer Grenadier is going to get pinned down by the Digger's Piet. Another Panzer Grenadier coming in. Ooh, it's going to drop right next to the field engineers. That's not great, but the field engineers actually drop their TNT. Is this going to blow up? Oh, it's going to drop right on top of it. Ooh, there it goes, and then the immediate surrender there. Wow. Unfortunate there. And that's why you don't deploy right near the front line, guys. No Pioneer, very low health. Pioneer as well. This is no Pioneer forced to move back from the church. 17-pounder coming out. This, as I said, to counter all these troops here. Gonna have to figure out a way to counter that in itself. You could bring in a couple of 2-star Focke-Wulfs, but still gotta contend with this Bofors here. And as we start entering to phase B here, in the next couple of minutes, I would almost expect to see I could take 1 or 2 Nebelwerfer come out to deal with that. Or potentially just to support the town. A Nebelwerfer 42, when units are clumped up like this, like one place right here, it'll not only pin down these 2 units and enable the Sturmpanier to take advantage of that, but also it'll likely kill at least a couple of these units and pin down the ones back here, and it really just will... That'll just cause this entire half the town here to collapse, which... well, it will only remain the Sherman, really. Still 13-11 for now. 6-pounder did make it up and kill the Puma. Or no. Well, look at that. I can't see anything. It's been a long couple of weeks, I gotta say. Focke-Wulf gonna miss the 6-pounder. Immediately gonna get forced to fall back. And flying like directly over that Bofors is not really great. It is 2-star, but yeah. Bofors still deadly. Looks like he'll get away for now. Ooh, last couple of shots. It's lucky there. But we won't be seeing that one for a little while. Puzzle shot and the mortar finally managed to clear that up as the Jagdpanzer IV goes down. Panzer gonna do moving to take over this flag though, and the guerrilla's gonna move up now, likely to try and fire position that 17-pounder. And yeah, that's the downside of not having any recon there. Tries to smoke it off, but Panther D to replace it. Panther D, not as much armor as a Panther G, but 70 pounder has more than enough penetration to deal with either of those vehicles, should they come out. And yeah, another Sherman 3 now moving into the town here. Ooh, and the kill actually gets a wonderful one-shot there on the 17 pounder as it was trying to move back. Yeah. 81mm mortar actually almost out of ammunition now. That's the Panzer ideas are gonna get the better of it. Ooh, Puma did miss its first shot. But it is at a range where it can pen, and it's got that rate of fire, but the Sherman is gonna get on target and kill it in one shot. So down it goes, but the Sherman goes down in response. The Martyr 3 here, getting the shot on that. Yeah. As I get it, it's still in the open. Will now be forced to fall back from the motorized rifles there. As the kill also almost runs out of ammo. Gotta be moving that back as well. There's no AT here for the time being besides a Sherman, so potentially could sneak up this track and capture another flag. But seems to be content with just sitting on things. This 2-star Tiger comes in. Wow. Now that's kind of rare to see. Well, not that rare to see. Actually, there was a Tiger buff recently, so it's a lot more common to see Tigers brought in. But before the availability buff, it wasn't really worth taking the Tigers in Panzer Lehr. Instead, people preferring to go with Panther Ds. So interesting to see that Stardekk has gone with the 2-star Tiger there, which is about as good as a 1-star Panther with the rate of, in terms of rate of fire. Does get the accuracy buff though, of course, being 2-star. And definitely is a force to reckon with. More smoke coming down from the mortar. No longer has any HE, but the motorized rifles are going to run straight into the Sturmpanier out in the open too. Do go down though. The double Thompsons there really doing a number. Panzer 3 good fire support though. Shotgun's going to have to be forced to fall back. That motorized rifles is actually it's got on target on the Sturmpanier. So Sturmpanier is actually going to be the one that's got to be careful for now. Really moving back. Opel Blitz Munition coming in. 45 pounders are firing at the flamethrower. We'll force it back, but a little mini push comes up as the... Ooh, man, a Puma sneaks around down south here. And it's not going to get taking potshots at the very important Bofors there. Unlikely to go down, but actually, ooh, this Sherman 3 is not moving. Finzent does not see it. I would have expected that to be a call-on because of the Puma, but like the Staghound's got to try and take it out. Does have to reload now. And the Staghound is alignment bug, so the Puma's got to get the first shot off. Ooh, had to adjust. Ooh, but it's got the veterancy now, and despite having taken the penetration, ooh, it will get the Staghound, which will enable the Puma to now keep firing out of that Bofors. The fallback does come in, but it's on 1 health. 6-pounder haven't gone down. What's a good idea here? Panther D, gotta... Opel Blitz is gonna fuel up that half-track mortar again. Fuel up. What is this, Lorno? And start bombarding the town again. Concentration of forces is slowly heading into Stardekk's favor down there, with the reinforcements being cut off, having to come and sit it down this road. And now the Gill is over here as well. Tiger as well, coming over here. Coming to provide recon and anything trying to catch that, and with that you'll cut off 2 methods of the attack on the roads there. 10 to 14, 9 to 14 now. Double take has been taken. This Panzer idea pushes into effectively an entire field of CQC infantry. That's not going to last very long. Panzer 3 goes down to the Sherman. Or no, to the 6-pounder. MT-42 is going to capture this fight again. With 190, a 2-star rocket one. I suppose it does have a lot of HE there. Or 20 mil power. For that kind of stuff. Yeah, now these Panzer Grenadiers moving in. Surprised to see no... oh, what's it called? No 2-star Panzer Grenadiers? That's the thing you often see lab players doing, as the 17-pounder is trying to desperately inch forward. But we now got a Navy after 42 coming out without supply. Like to see it. First one. If you're playing a Maverick deck, consider taking the first one without supply, especially if you already have supply out because of mortars or something like that. it enables you to just get away with one much cheaper than you would have normally. And having invested in supply already, this is a great tool to have for just the 115 points. Normally, people bring them in for like 150, just so you have the two. But this flag goes down as well. It's 16-8, 5 minutes left to go in the B phase here. The push has tried, but the Martyr 3 here might actually get the shot on the Sherman 3 to just go down. Martyr 3 not taking the kill there. Plus, a good idea, should move forward now, but 2 Piets are ready to take out on the Martyr 3 and the Panzer 3H. Mortar's still doing a good job down here. The Panther D did get swatted by the 17-pounder. Does this thing still have ammo left? Good fire position, potentially. Just gonna potentially pin that down with the last shot. If it... And it might actually get lucky here. Ooh. Oh, if this shot hits... Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Well, they're gonna have to fall back now. And get resupplied before anything else that can happen. Another supply truck here coming in for this mortar. Pioneer also coming in for the town. There's still a Sherman around here. 3-star as well, but I would wager that there are other areas that are kind of more desperate for Finzent right now. Who still technically has view range on these roads here and could kill things coming in. And forced to buy another Bofors at that. Welcome with 190, a 2-star. First being baited with the A8. Actually pins it down. Wow. And yeah, that's the power of 2-star Focke-Wulfs right there. Lehr doesn't get a lot of planes, so really interesting to see Stardekk here having brought in 2-star Focke-Wulfs. But with having pinned that down, and now he's going to get the strafe on the 25-pounder as well. The 2 Bofors here are going to force that back, but... Ooh, and actually a good strafing run down there. Sherman 3 definitely commanding on this hill. Not much going to happen there. Martyr 3 kind of gets some shots at the Digger's Piet. Another 2-star Tiger. Ooh, does get the shot on one, and this guerrilla shot might actually just nuke the other one. Definitely force it to unload. Oh, goes down anyway. Niveffa ready to fire. I would wager that it would be... Ooh, not even needed to kill the Sherman. Instead of going to fire there. Potentially a bit misplaced, but will at least kill off the leader. That was providing veterancy there. As now, with this Jagdpanzer, Stardekk has managed to create such a push here that he's actually enabled him to push onto this ridge, which is usually something you see only if you've got complete control over this. All these units also falling back as well as the Panzergrenadiers push forward once again. There's still a Sherman here. There was. There's still one back here that can move forward and provide that support, but do have to be careful with Panzer strikes everywhere. Ooh, Nibelwaffe firing. You just absolutely decimate those rifles leaders. Hopefully, can't see that 17-pounder. Bit out of position there. Definitely should be able to see the 6-pounder though. Pioneer following up. Not much to follow up on, I will say. The open winning zone is now not reloading the Nibelwaffe. Sturmpioneer. Gotta have you forced to fall back there. Digger's Piet. Get the shot on something. Panzer strike Grenadier. Ooh. Did manage to stay alive. Long enough for this half-track to do enough damage to force these Oppolites and field engineers back. So he's gonna capture that flag for the time being. As this hill is just, yeah, too much. Panzer Grenadier is gonna have to really fall back. Puma. I haven't done a lot. Radio mortar, Sturmpioneer, gonna get good damage onto the Digger's Piet. Panzer 3 moving forward, trying to get onto that Staghound. Flammenwerfer coming in as well. Martyr 3 now moving forward. Ooh, wow. Sturmpioneer actually surrenders against the Diggers. Flammenwerfer on the Staghound, forcing it to move. Ooh. Ooh, which kills the Guerrilla. But there is one shot coming in. It doesn't kill. Might be able to pin this down in time, but that, as this increases on the XC... Ooh, actually falls it back. I don't like that decision, that's for sure. The, kill they also have gunner. This 17-pounder, the 17-pounder, and I'm going to be looking for the kill on the Tiger. And that is the call to make, but as another F-42 comes in. And it's just going to provide a lot of value going to the sea face here onto this hill where Finzent has been traditionally quite clumped up. Bunch of stuff being killed by the Puma again. Sherman's finally got to try and kill that, but we have a Panther A now coming up for this side. Ugh. Puma finally goes down there. 6-pounder. Trying to move up. Going to kill a half-track here. Still 14-10 for now. Tiger's going to have to fall back there, but the Gipper cleans up one of the Ticker's P-Ed from the looks of things. And yeah, still a very commanding position in the town here as the 250-9s start arriving. Oop. 17-pounder's got good line of sight there. Martyr does take the hit, so. And the Panther D. Yeah, not far forward now to prevent reinforcements from getting into the town again. Looting another leader, but it's a fallback from the mortar half-track. There's actually no radio down here, so that wasn't any real threat of dying, I don't think. Fuck Wolf. Forced to peel off there. Tiger E coming in to kill off the Sherman. And the other unit there. Yeah, the 42 is going to reload shortly here. So another one's brought in just to help reload this again, rather than bringing this one. 70-pounder did finish off the Panther up north. Yeah. I'm not sure what it is, but Panzer Lehr seems to love this map. Flamethrowers versus motorized rifles. Those dual Thompsons just do a lot of damage. One of the better Commonwealth infantry divisions, quite honestly. Field engineers gonna get their grenade off onto the Panzerschreck there. With a sniper spinning that down. That's no real threat. But now the other Panzer Grenadiers are free to use their MG42s without the field engineers being able to throw their HE. Or 3 as well. Getting some shots on the Maori. These motorized rifles just have to move on to this Panzer 3. And it'll do quite a bit of damage. Ooh, as the Spitfire goes down to 2-star, fuck with 190. Yeah, the threat of moving that like that. Ooh. No, this is an HE shell. Oh, it's shooting at the other target. That's funny. This Panzer Grenadier is like a second away from killing this, as this Tiger is stuck on the alignment bug. Ooh, man. Panther A also coming in down here. Nebevef is going to be moving in. Not a ton to follow it up, but all you really need is like a half-track, and then... Ooh. He's trying to get it, but Tigger's Piet does get on target. Dual Brens. Gotta be forced to fall that back. Tiger is moving. This one as well is now dealing with a 17-pounder. 17-pounders at 2K. I think this was tested recently by myself and someone else. And they do have like a sub 50% chance to pen at 2K, but all you really need is like a 20% chance. You'll still kill it eventually, right? Especially Tigers with their low rate of fire. It just takes so long for a 17-pounder to kill anything. Yeah, this Nebevef finally reloading. There is a little bit of a crisis for Stardekk, as a lot of his infantry has either gone down or is on low health. So gotta be bringing in 2 more Stone Pioneers. And in a division that is forced to bring in the majority of its infantry in half-tracks, the fact that he's brought his Stone Pioneers in half-tracks really shows dedication to whatever his plan was. And oh man, I'm sorry I missed that. That's a lot of damage there. Sherman 1B as well, being almost suppressed by that. And Finzent surrenders the game. See, no way back. So, 1,605 kills to 2,465. Impressive showing by Stardekk. Not really that many great bazooka kills, I don't think. Which is normally a favorite of the Panzer gun idiots. But even just the threat of that Panzerschreck can sometimes be enough to stop lots of light armor play. Pumas getting good kills on infantry. Gilda doing well in the beginning there. Lots of AT. The fuck of Wolf. Ooh, and this Puma. That was a Puma in the south. I believe getting multiple snipes. And a Sherman. As well as that Beaufort that we saw. Yeah. Actually getting the kill on that 17-pounder. Huh. Yeah, well. Excellent game. I hope you enjoyed this little stopgap. I expect regular coverage to continue eventually. Goodbye.